Hello everybody, welcome to the video today. We're going to be doing De Primo Principio, Chapter 3, Conclusions 7 through 19 by Blessed John Duns Scotus. So first we've got Conclusion 7. Among beings, some being is capable of acting as an end. This just follows from the fact that some being is capable of being an effect, and the fact that all effects are ordered to ends. That means some being has to be capable of acting as an end. Conclusion 8. Some being is capable of being the end simply through itself and not through another. This is just going to be mirroring the arguments from conclusion 2 of this chapter, where he argued that in the order of efficient causality, there could only be one, there has to be a final end, like a first cause. The same arguments will all go here for there being a final end. We have conclusion 9. Such a final end cannot be caused in any way, for if it was caused, then it would be ordered to a further end, but it cannot be ordered to a more final end, because it is the final end, so it cannot be caused. Conclusion 10. Some nature exemplifies the nature of final end. Uncausable things are necessary if they are possible. It's possible for there to be an uncausable final end. Therefore, there is a necessarily existing uncausable final end. Conclusion 11. A being can have some perfection, just any perfection, not all of it, just one of them, or any of them. Something is ordered to an end. Ends are only sought because they are more perfect. Therefore, something has some level of perfection. This is known just simply through the fact that we act. So, if it wasn't better to be full than hungry, people wouldn't eat food. But it's better, it's more perfect to be full than hungry, so people are aiming for that perfection. You know, when you seek an end, it's because the end is more perfect than your current state. Conclusion 12. Some nature is simply perfect, or most perfect. Again, refer to conclusion 2 of this chapter and repeat the arguments. They go for the nature of eminence, or the order of eminence. This is the order of perfection, and the order of finality, and the order of efficient causality. Then we've got conclusion 13. The supreme nature cannot be caused, because it can't be ordered to an end, because no end is more perfect than the most perfect being. Therefore, it can't be an effect. Therefore, it can't be caused. Conclusion 14, the supreme nature actually exists. Refer to conclusion 4 of this chapter and run similar arguments. To be clear, this is what Scotus says in the actual text. I'm not just like skipping a bunch of arguments he lays out. In the text, he just says, go back to these other conclusions. Conclusion 15, some one nature is simply first in the order of eminence, primacy, and finality. Because they are uncausable and possibly existing, the beings with those three primacies are all necessary, but there can only be one necessary being from conclusion 6 of this chapter. Therefore, there is one being with all three primacies. Conclusion 16 says that it is impossible for there to be a total dependence on more than one being. And this just follows from the fact that everything is totally dependent on the necessary thing, and there is only one such necessary thing. Conclusion 17, there is only one nature, which is first as regards any given type of extrinsic causality. If there were multiple, there would need to be multiple necessary beings, but there can only be one. Therefore, there is only one, which is first in regards to extrinsic causality. Conclusions 18 and 19 will go together. The first being is most actual, since it contains virtually all possible actuality, all possible goodness, and all possible perfections. This is just to say that it is the first being. It causes all other perfection, it causes all other actuality, it causes all other goodness. And then conclusion 19, every other existing nature is posterior to, or comes after, the first nature, along the lines of eminence, finality, and efficient causality. I hope you've enjoyed listening to today's video. Go ahead.
Hi.
That's my little sister, who happens to be here for the recording.